regions and locations, there is chart of account. Chart of account is anything that helps you to track your balance sheet element and then income and expenditure. So I'm going to click on add. We are creating balance sheet chart of account. There are various categories. We have fixed assets, stocks, debtors. An accountant would understand some of these things or should understand these things. So I'm going to create some fixed asset chart of account. So for instance, let's just say that we want to track fixed assets. What do we use to track fixed assets? So I want to track fixed asset. It could be so many things, but I'm going to input some things like properties. So if we want to track, let's say, chairs that we buy is a fixed asset, so we can give it a name like that, and we'll give it a code. So the code depends on how your account regulations are, but for test purposes, I'm going to use 001 as a code. It could be anything. And so I'm going to save that. It's listed here. I'll add another. And let's just say I want to track computers that the church, the branch has. It's also a fixed asset, and we're going to give it 002. And we're going to save that. So you can actually add more fixed assets to it. So it's telling me something went wrong. Well, let's see. So I'm going to say computers, and I'll just use 004 and save. So this saves. I'll go to this side, and then let's create some other fixed asset, some other. So I'll go to cash. Cash could be, let's say, MTN Momo. We want to track it from 2003, and we'll save that. I'll do the same for, let's say, Vodafone Cash. It's under cash. We save 201, and then we'll save that. So here you set up your own chart of account. It's something that would appear on the accounting level, and then we can do the same for income. Let's just say that we have a bus that brings us income. We can bring that in, say 300. I'm going to save that. I'm going to say that, okay, income, we get income as a church from tithe, and so we're going to say 300, maybe 1, and then save that. So essentially what you're doing is that you are setting up the branch variables, things that pertains to everything about the application, and then things that pertains to accounting. So you are setting it up like that. So I'll add one more, income. So let's just say that we have pledges here, or we can say offertory. I'm just going to say offering, and then 304. You can add description if you want, and then I'll go ahead and save. So it's saved. I'll do a similar for expenses. So what is it that takes money from us? So we can say electricity does that. So say expenses should start from this. These codes, like I mentioned, depends on your accounting regulation. Then you set your codes. But there's a general chart of account code that is being used by accountants. This is just for training purposes. So apart from electricity, let's just say we pay salaries as well to our staff, and then we'll call this one 6506, and we save that as well. So we have two, that's fine. And then special giving types, I didn't mention that If you have any other type of giving that is different from tithes that you want to track the members who give, you can set that as up here as well. So let's just say we have a fundraiser. Okay, so say raising maybe into brackets harvest on individual level. You can choose any currency, or you can choose maybe you want to deal in Ghana City or whatsoever. You can choose. So I'll just leave it at any. Maybe there's a maximum and a minimum amount. You can set that. So we'll leave this one's blank, and then click on save. And this is added. You can add more if you want, so you can update or delete if you want. So having done this or gone through this, we've set up our branch, and so we can go back to the dashboard.